You are welcome to Randini's High School, Ogalin Child Element, Port Harcourt, River State. This is our e-learning platform. And my name is Mr. Tutor Newman, and I am your mathematics teacher for today. And today, our topic is going to be a review of past mathematics WAEC questions. So today we are going to be reviewing some past questions. And we are going to be starting with year 2018, 2019. I want us to start 2 years backward. We are going to be solving 2018 past question, 2019 past question. After that, in our next edition, we'll go back to other subsequent years. And before I start, I want you to know that in mathematics, usually during the examination, there are two sections. We have the objective questions, we have the theory questions. And in the objective questions, you are expected to answer 50 questions, while in the theory part, you are expected to answer 10 questions. But today, we are going to be dealing on the 50 objective questions. And in our next edition, we are going to be taking the theory part, which is about 13 questions, from which you are expected to answer 10 questions. So, but in that edition, I'm going to be solving the 13 questions. Are you getting it? So, now we're about to start the 2018 WAEC Mathematics Past Question objective section. This class is very, very important because this is a preparatory class for the forthcoming 2020 WAEC examination. Are you getting it? So now let's start 2018 WAEC Mathematics Past. This is question 1 of the 2018 WAEC Mathematics Past Question. And the question is simplify square root 108 plus square root 125 minus square root 75. This question is a topic from a topic called solve in mathematics. And what are solve? Solve are irrational numbers. Numbers upon which, when you take the square root of such numbers, you cannot get an exact value or figure. An example of such are root 3, root 2, root 5, etc. Now, how do you solve this problem? Now, what we do is to find a way to break down square root 108, square root 125, square root 75 into two numbers, so that one of the number will be a solve and one of the number will be a perfect square. And what we mean by perfect square? Perfect squares are number upon which, when you take the square root of the number, you get an exact value. Which is, for example, you have square root 4, you have square root 9, you have square root 16, you have square root 25. These are perfect squares, because when you take the square root of this number, you get an exact value. So you try and break 108 into a solve and perfect square. So square root 108 will be square root 36 times square root 6. Plus you break 125 into two numbers, a solve and a perfect square, it becomes square root 25 times square root 5. You break this one also, it becomes square root 25 times square root 3. Now, if you see, this is a perfect square, this is a perfect square, this is a perfect square. So, square root 36 times 6 will give us 6 root 6. Plus square root 25 is 5. 5 times root 5 is 5 root 5. Are you following? Minus square root 25 is 5. 5 times root 3 will give us 5 root 3. Now, if you watch this, you will discover that you have square root 36 here. No, sorry, this is square root 3. This is square root 3. You must always try and look back at your work so that you'll be sure of your answer. This is square root 3, please. This is 36 times root 3 is root 108. Now, what happens is that square root 3, 6 root 3, and 5 root 3 can go together. So 6 root 3 minus 5 root 3 will give you root 3 plus 5 root 5. So under this condition, what you have here and what you have here is different. You have root 3 here, you have root 5 here. You cannot further simplify this expression. So you leave your answer here. So our correct answer is option A. You understand? Here is question 2 of the 2018 WAEC Mathematics Past Questions. You are giving evaluate 64 raised by 1 over 2 plus 125 raised by 1 over 3 all squared. What you simply do is to express this value. Square root 64 raised by 1 over 2 is the same thing as square root 64 plus 125 125 raised to the power 1 over 3 is the same thing as the cube root of 125 or square. Now, what is the meaning of square root? Square root is a number with which if you multiply itself, it will give you 64. So the square root of 64 is 8. Plus, now, cube root of 125. What's the meaning of cube root? What number will you multiply 3 times to give you 125? Is the cube root of 125. And that number is 5. Or raised to the power 2. So 8 plus 5 is 13. Or raised to the power 2. So 13 squared is 169. Do you understand? And our correct answer is option C. So this is question 3 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. And says, given that y varies inversely as the square of x, if x is 3 when y is 100, find the equation connecting x and y. This topic is variation. In mathematics, we have 4 types of variation. We have the direct variation, the inverse variation, the joint variation, and the partial variation. And as you can see from this question, this is an inverse variation. So you go, it says, given that y varies inversely as the square of x, y varies inversely as the square of x. So you have to remove your proportionality sign by introducing equality sign. Then you place your constant of proportionality. So it becomes y equal to k over x squared. So cross multiply, you have k comes here, becomes k equal to y times x squared. So the value of k is what we want to determine now. So what is the value of y as given in the question is 100 times what is the value of x given in the question is 3 squared. So it becomes k equal to 100 times 9, which will become 900. Are you getting it? Now, after getting the value of k, you have to substitute back the value of k into this equation. So let me bring the equation here. It was given that y equal to k over x squared. So what you will do is to say y equal to k. What is the value of k? Is 900 over what? X squared. Now what you simply do here, you cross multiply. So x squared times y will give me y x squared equal to 900. Now y x squared equal to 900 is not the relationship connecting x and y. Mind you, on your WAEC day, you may see other terminologies like what is the formula connecting x and y. You can also see what is the relationship between x and y. They mean the same thing. So take notes. If in 2018 they are saying what is the equation connecting x and y, if this question comes out in 2020, you may see other words like what is the relationship, or you can see other words so that what is the formula. So y x squared equal to 900 becomes the relationship between x and y, and that is option B. Do you understand? Here is question number 4, 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. States, find the value of x for which 32 base 4 equal to 22 base x. This topic is a binary number in mathematics. Now if you see 32 base 4 and 22 base x, they are in different bases. And you cannot equate them if they are not in the same base. So the first thing you should think about is how do I convert these two bases to equal bases? And we have the standard base, which is binary, base 10. So it's very easier for you to convert 32 base 4 to base 10. You convert 32 base x to base 10 so that you cannot equate it. Of course, you leave it to an equation. So by so doing, you will be able to determine the value of x. So let's watch out. Let's see how it goes. 32 base 4 will convert to base 10 becomes 32 base 4 to base 10. You know how to do it. You do 3 times 4 raised by 1 plus 2 times 4 raised to power 0. Are you following? So 3 times 4 raised by 1 will give you 3 times 4 plus 4 raised to power 0 is 1. Any value raised to power 0 is always 1. So 2 times 1 will give you 2. So this becomes 3 times 4 will give you 12 plus 2. This becomes 14. So you have converted 32 base 4 to 14 now base 10. This 14 is now in base 10. So we are going to do same to 22 base x. Similarly, 22 base x 0 1 becomes 2 times x raised to power 1 plus 2 times x raised to power 0. So 2 times x raised to power 1 will give you 2x plus we have stated that anything raised to power 0 is 1. So x raised to power 0 is 1. 1 times 2 will give you 2. All this now is now in base 10. Now you have successfully converted 32 base 1 to base 10 and you are also converted 22 base z to base 10. So you can now equate the two expressions. So are you following? Are you following? So what you need to do is to say therefore equating this, let's say equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. Equating equation 1 and 2, we are going to be having 2x plus 2 equal to 14. You collect like terms, 2 go to this side becomes 2x equal to 14 minus 2. So this becomes 2x equal to 12. So in order for you to determine the value of x as stated above, you divide both sides by 2. So 2 cancel 2. 12 divided by 2 will give you 6. So 32 base 4 equal to 22 base x. The value of x is 6. And that is our option C. Do you understand now? Do you understand? So that is how to determine the value of x from this question 4. Here is question 5 of 2018 WAEC mathematics question. Say simplify 2 whole number 1 over 4 times 3 whole number 1 over 2 divided by 4 whole number 3 over 8. So what you just have to apply, you know your Bodmas rule. You just follow your rule of Bodmas to evaluate it. First what to do, you convert it. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Becomes 9 over 4 times 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 becomes 7 over 2 divided by 8 times 4 is 32. 32 times 3 will give you 35 over 8. So what you simply do, you do 9 over 4 times 7 over 2. You can invert this by introducing multiplication sign. So it becomes times 38, rather 8 over 35. So just try and cancel out the numbers, and 4 can go here 1, 4 can go here 2, 2 can go here 1, 2 can go here 1, 7 here 1, 7 can go here 5. So what is left is 9.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so equal to 9 over, so 9 over 5 will be left from the expression. So 9 divided by 5, how many times can 5 go to 9? One whole number. 4 over 5. So 1 number 4 over 5 becomes the expression from this simplification, and our correct option is option D. Do you understand? Here is question 6 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. The question is, there are 250 boys and 150 girls in a school. If 60% of the boys and 40% of the girls plays football, what percentage of the school play football? So what you do, simply do, is to the total number of students will be total students in the school will be 250 plus 150, and this will give us 400 students. Now 60% of boys will be the boys. You know, 60% will be 60 over 100 times 250 over 1. You cancel out the zeros. This you get 150. Now percentage of girls also, girls, it was stated 40% of the girls. So it becomes 40 over 100 times 150. You cancel out You cancel out, you get 60. So the total percentage of the boys and the girls will be 150 plus 60, which is 210. Now the question states, what a percentage of the school plays football? So the percentage of the school that plays football will be the total percentage of boys and girls, which is 210, over the total population of the school, which is 400. So times 100. So you cancel out, this cancels this cancels this. So it's left with 210 divided by 4 will give you 52.5%. When you press your calculator, you discover that 210 divided by 4 is 52.5%. So 52.5% are the percentage of the school that plays football. And that option, the correct option is option D. You understand? This is question 7 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. It says if log 6x minus 4 base 10 minus log 2 base 10 equal to 1. As we solve for x. This is logarithm. So what you do is this is minus, so you are going to do division. This is subtraction, you do division. It is multiplication, you do addition of the power. So what you simply do is to write log base 10 is raised to power 6x minus 4 over, since they have the same base and this is 2 and it's subtraction, you divide their power equal to, now this is 1. Now for you to do this, you have to make sure the right hand side, the bases are on the right hand side must be equal to the bases on the left hand side. So what you have now is that what will you introduce in terms of base 10 that will give you 1 is log 10 base 10, because the log of a number to itself is equal to 1. Log 2 base 2 is 1. Log a base a equal to 1. So you can now cancel out the equal bases so that you can equate the power. So it becomes 6x minus 4 over 2 equal to 10. So next thing you do is to cross multiply this expression. This becomes 6x minus 4 times 1 becomes 6x minus 4 equal to 2 times 10 will give you 20. So you collect like 10, it becomes 6x equal to 20. By the time a negative crosses the positive sign, change to a positive. So this becomes 6x equal to 24. But in the question we are asked to solve for the value of x. So what you simply do is to divide both sides by 6 to get the value of x. So 24 divided by 6 will give you 4. So our correct answer for the value of x in this expression is option C. Do you understand? Here is question 8 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics paper. States if f equal to 9c over 5 plus 32, find c when f is 98.6. This is just to make c the solid formula, and this is an expression in physics. This is an expression in physics where you use to convert temperature. You know, the measurement of temperature is in Fahrenheit, in Kelvin, and Celsius. So this is why you convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to Celsius. But now in this context, we are asked to just find the value of c when the value of f is given as 98.6. This is quite simple. What you simply do is to, now the expression is f equal to 9c over 5 plus 32. We want to make this c the subject of the formula. So what is the value of f? That is given as, you substitute it as 98.6. Are you following? Then 9c over 5 plus 32. So what we simply do is to collect like 10. It becomes 98.6 plus 32. Rather minus, because once a positive is crossing over, it changes to minus, becomes minus 32 equal to 9c over 5. Are you following, class? So what you simply do now is to say this minus this is going to give you 66.5. 66.5 equal to 9c over 5. So the next step is to cross multiply this expression. So 9c times 1 will give you 9c equal to 66.5 times 5 becomes 66.5 times 5. So this becomes 9C equal to, you now do point of calculator, 66.5 times 5 will give you 332.5. Are you getting it now? So in order for you to get the value of C as requested from us in the question, you divide both sides by 9. Divide both sides by 9. Are you following? So 9 will cancel 9. C becomes shares 332.5 divided by 9 will give us 36.9. Are you getting it? So to the nearest whole number, we are going to be having 37 degrees because it's up to 5. Say this number is more than 5, you can transfer 1 here to make up this 6, it becomes 37. And our option to this question is option B. Are you following us, class? Here is question 9 of 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. It states if y plus 2x equal to 4 and y minus 3 equal to minus 1, find the value of x minus y. This is a simultaneous equation. So what you simply do is to say, you bring out the equations down, y plus 2x equal to 4, then y minus 3x equal to minus 1. So you use one of the methods of solving simultaneous equation. We have the substitution method, the elimination method, and also we have the graphical method. So we are going to be using elimination method. By using elimination method, you introduce a negative sign. So in order for you to eliminate the variable. So y minus y will give you 0. Now 2x minus 3x will give you plus 5x. 4 minus 1 will give you 5. So it becomes 5x equal to 5. You divide both sides by 5 in order for you to determine the value of x because you have eliminated y for the now. So after getting the value of x, you have to substitute the value of x into any of the equation to get the value of y. So putting x into equation 1, we are going to be having y plus 2 in place of x in equation 1, we substitute 1 equal to 4. So this becomes y plus 2 times 1 is 2 equal to 4. Are you following, class? So what is left for you is to collect like terms. This becomes y equal to 4 minus 2. So y equal to what? 2. Now, but we are asked to find the value of x minus y. So for you to get the value of x minus y, is just going to be x minus y is equal to what the value of x is 1. What the value of y is what? 2. So 1 minus 2 will give you minus 1. So minus 1 becomes the value of x minus y. And our correct option is option D. Are you following, class? Here is question 10 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. It says if x ratio y ratio z equal to 2 ratio 3 ratio 4, we should evaluate 9x plus 3y divided by 6z minus 2y. Now what you just have to do is to substitute the value of 2, 3, 4 because x is representing 2, y is equal to 3, z equal to 4. Just to substitute this value into this expression. That's all. So what you simply do, you say 9 in place of x, you substitute 2, okay, plus this is 3 in place of y, substitute 3. All right. This is 6 in place of z, substitute 4. And 2 in place of y, you substitute 3. Okay? So this becomes 9 times 2 will give you 18. 3 times 3 will give you 9 over 6 times 4 will give you 24 minus 2 times 3 will give you 6. Okay? So now 18 plus 9 will give you 27 over 24 minus 6 will give you 18. So you can reduce this fraction by using, you can use 3. 3 into 27 will give you 9. Y 3 into 9 will give you 6. So you can bring it down. So 9 over 6 is our value. You can further reduce it. You can divide through by 3. 9 divided by 3 you get 3. 6 divided by 3 you get 2. Now this 20 as 3 divided by 2 is 1 whole number 1 over 2. So 1 whole number 1 over 2 becomes the result of this when you evaluate it considering these ratios. So the correct answer is option A. Are you following? Do you understand of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question? It says simplify 2 minus 18m squared over 1 plus 3m. So what you simply do is you simplify it. Now 2 minus 18m squared over 1 plus 3m. So what you do, you can factorize the numerator, okay? So if you factorize 2 minus 18m squared, you are going to be adding 2, open bracket. What will be left here? We'll be left with 1 minus 9m squared, okay? Over 1 plus 3m. So but this is difference of 2 squares. You can introduce difference of 2 squares there. It becomes 2, open bracket, 1 minus 3m and 1 plus 3m. Are you getting it now? Now, if you should expand this, you are going to have this as a result. So from here, you can simply just cancel out. This can cancel out. So what is left is 2, open bracket, 1 minus 3m. So this becomes the simplification of this expression. So the correct answer is option C. Are you getting it? Alright. Alright, this is question 12 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. It states a curve is such that when y equal to 0, x equal to minus 2 or x equal to 3. These are the roots of that equation we are asked to look for. So find the equation of the curve. Find the equation of the curve. Now we are given this information that y is equal to 0. We are also given that x equal to minus 2 and also x equal to 3. By the time you express this to 0, it becomes x minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. Because when you transfer minus 2 across the quality sign to plus. Similarly, this becomes x minus 3 equal to 0. So what to do, the factor now is what x plus 2 and x minus 3. So what you just have to do is to combine it, x plus 2 and x minus 3. So what you just simply do, you just open the bracket, okay? So x times x will give us x squared. X times minus 3 will give you minus 3x, okay? Plus 2 times x will give me plus 2x. While 2 times minus 3 will give me minus 6. Okay? So this becomes x squared minus 3x plus 2x will give us minus x. Then minus 6 equal to y equal to 0. But don't forget y equal to 0. Therefore, our answer y equal to x squared minus x minus c. This becomes the equation of the curve. And our correct answer option is option D. Are you following that? This is question 13 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. It states the volume of a cylindrical tank 10 meter high is 385 centimeter cube. Find the diameter of the tank. Now a cylindrical tank. Now volume of a cylinder, the volume of a cylinder, are you getting it now? The volume of a cylinder is always the base area times the height. The base area times the height. So the base area, the shape of the base is a circle. So it becomes the volume equal to pi r squared times height. That is the volume of the cylindrical tank. But the volume of the cylindrical tank has been given already as 385. So it becomes 385 equal to now 22/7, which is the value for pi, times the radius. Now we have to find the diameter. Now we need to look for the radius first. So radius squared times height. Height is what? 10. So what to do is to cross multiply this expression. So what you can do is call 385 times 7 equal to 22 times 10 will give you 220 r squared. Are you following now? Are you calling? So this times this will give you, if you put your calculator, will give you 2695 equal to 220 arrow square. So in order for you to get your radius, you can divide both sides by 220, divide both sides by 220. 220 should go out to cancel 220, is left with arrow square. Now 2695 divided by 220 will give you 12.25. Are you following? So in order for you to get your radius, you take the square root of this value. So it becomes R equal to the square root of 12.25 will give you what? 3.5 meter. Now 3.5 meter is now the radius. But in the question you have to find the diameter. Now diameter, you can come this way and say diameter is always 2 times radius. By the time you multiply radius by 2, you get diameter. By the time you divide diameter by 2, you get radius. So the diameter of the cylindrical tank now becomes 2 times the radius you have gotten before as 3.5. So D becomes what? 7 meters. So 7 meters becomes the diameter of the cylindrical tank, and the correct option is option C. Are you following class? So let's move on. Alright, this is question 14 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. It states the surface area of a sphere is 792 over 7 centimeter square centimeter. Find correct to the nearest whole number each volume. Okay? Now the volume of a sphere, is 4 over 3 pi arrow cube. This is the volume of the sphere. But we have to find the volume of the sphere. Now if you check out, they gave us the surface area of the sphere. Okay? But we have to find the volume. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi arrow square. So from area, we can determine the value of the radius because we are not giving the value of radius here. So with this expression, we can get the value of radius. So by doing that, what is the area of the sphere given to us? We are given 792 over 7, okay, equal to 4 times 22 over 7 times arrow square. So this becomes the expression. So what we do, this is sent as 792 over 7 equal to, now 4 times 22 should give us 88 arrow square over 7. So we are looking for arrow square. So we can divide both sides by 88 over 7. You divide this side by 88 over 7. So 88 over 7 should divide 88 over 7. What I'm left with there becomes arrow square equal to 792 over 7 times, you invert it, it becomes 7 over 88. Are you getting it? Because this is 792 over 7 divided by 88 over 7. So 792 over 7 times 7 goes up, 8 comes down, becomes 7 over 88. So this and this can cancel out. Are you following? So arrow square now becomes 792 divided by 88. You are going to have 9. Therefore, radius becomes the square root of 9, which is now what? 3 cm. So 3 cm becomes the radius. But mind you, we are not asked to find the area, neither are we instructed to find radius. What we are asked to look for is the volume of the sphere. So the volume of the sphere, V, as we have written before, is 4 pi arrow cube. Now volume becomes 4 over 3 times 22 over 7 times the value of radius. Now the value of radius is 3, which is 3 into 3 places, which is 3 times 3 times 3. So this is arrow cube. So are you getting it now? So you can cancel out some numbers there. 3 can cancel 3. Are you following now? So 4 times 22 times 3 times 3, all divided by 7 will give you 113.14 cube centimeter. When you press your calculator, 4 times 22 times 3 times 3 divided by 7, you get 113.14 cube centimeter. So we are asked to leave our answer correct to the nearest whole number. So leaving this answer correct to the nearest whole number becomes V volume equal to 113 cube centimeters. This becomes the volume of the sphere. And our correct option is option A. Are you getting it, class? Here is number question 15 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. The question is, a piece of thread of length 21.4 cm is used to form a sector of a circle of radius 4.2 cm on a piece of cloth. Now, calculate correct to the nearest degree the angle of the sector. The angle of the sector. And what is sector? The sector is a plane shape bounded by two radii and an arc. So now, this is a circle. This is a circle. Permit me. It's a freehand sketch. From the center, you have a radii. Let's say this is AOB. This is radius. This is radius. And this is an arc. Now, if a piece of thread of length this is used to form this whole sector AOB, meaning that we are talking about the perimeter of a sector. So the perimeter of the sector, what is perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around a shape, total distance around a particular shape or object. So the perimeter of a sector will now be the radius R plus this radius plus the length of this arc, which is theta over 360 times 2 pi r. This becomes the perimeter of the sector. So from here you have P equal to 2r plus theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So what is left for you is to substitute your parameters. Now the length of the thread is 21.4, which is the perimeter. The total length is the perimeter of the sector, 21.4 equal to 2. What is the radius as given in the question? I have 4.2 plus theta, which is the angle we are looking for, angle of the sector, 360 times 2 times pi is 27 over 7 times the radius, which is 4.2. So just going to determine the value of this angle. So from here, what to do is 21.4 equal to 2 times 4.2 will give you what? 8.4. Plus, now, for simplicity, just do 2 times 22 over 7. 22 over 7 is 3.142. So 2 times 3.142 times 4.2 will give you 26.3928. Press the calculator. 2 times 3.142 times 4.2 will give you 26.3928. Theta all over what? 360. Are you following? So what to do? Calculate like 10. This becomes 21.4 minus 8.4 equal to, excuse me, let me bring it down a little so that you will see clearly. This becomes, okay, this becomes 21.4 minus 8.4 equal to this value. Are you getting it now? Now 26.3928 divided by 360 will give you 0.0. Are you following? As in you are going to divide this by this. 26, press your calculator, 26.3928 divided by 360 will give you 0.0733. Then theta comes here. So, but 21.4 minus 8.3, or rather 8.4, will give you 13. Are you following, class? So this becomes 0.0733 theta, and we are looking for the angle. So you divide both sides by 0.0733. Divide this side by what? 0.0733. This, of course, we cancel this. So let me come here so that you see what I'm solving. So transferring this is left with theta here, which is the angle of the sector. Now 13 divided by this, which is, let me bring it out so that you see, 13 divided by 0.0733 33 will give you theta. You press your calculator, 13 divided by 0.0733 will give you 177.35 degree. So now the question states we should link our answer to the nearest degree. Giving the answer to the nearest degree becomes theta equal to 177 degrees. Since this is not up to 5, you cannot approximate. So you leave your answer as 177 degrees to the nearest degree. So our correct answer to this question is option B. Do you understand? Alright, let's. Alright, this is question 16 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. This is a triangle. Now we have triangle P. NN, we have triangle PRQ. Now you just have to find, now the same should determine in the diagram which of the following line is equal to PN, line PN over line PQ. So you just come here, this is quite simple. You just do line PN over PQ, that means PN over PQ. So which of this option is equal to this? So what you simply do is to say Pn over Pq is written as Pm over Pr. That's it, because the question says Pn over Pq. So it will be Pm over Pr, and the correct option is option C. You understand? Let's move on to the next question. Question 17 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics past questions. Let's look at the diagram. This is the diagram to question 17. This is a question. This is circle theory, circle geometry, and you are seeing the circle, and this is a tangent. A tangent is a line that touches the side of the circle without cutting across. We have tangent PS. We also have another tangent underneath. We have RS. Okay, we have this circumference. We have the center OM, and this place is 70. So in the diagram above, PS and ROS are tangents. Yes, you can see they are tangents because they are touching the circle, but they are not cutting across. So, of the circle, center O. Angle PSR. Angle P, yes, P. This is P. SR, which is this angle 70. And angle POR. POR is angle M. And angle PQR, where is PQR class? PQR, this is PQR. PQR is angle N degree. You can include it. They are degrees, they are angles. Okay, so angles. Now, what you have to do is to find the value of N plus N. So you have to find the value of N. You find the value of N. You add it up to get your answer. So you have to apply some of the basic circle theory, circle laws. There are laws. So after this class, if you are not used to the laws of circle geometry, you have to go and study that topic very well so that you know the laws. Because the laws, once you know the laws become the formulas. Now let's solve it. Now this is 70. There are various approaches. Once you study the laws, there are various approaches and methods you can apply in solving such a question. Now let's solve it this way. This is 70. This is tangent. So what you can do is there's a law that says that the angle at the center of the circle is twice the angle at the circumference. The angle at the center of the circle is twice the angle at the circumference. So n is equal to 2n. So once I get the value of n, I multiply by 2 to get the value of n. Are you getting that? Now there's another law. Now you can permit me to draw a chord here, the distance here. I can draw this chord here. Follow up, it's not straight, and this freehand sketch. This freehand sketch. You can draw this place. Now once you draw this place, you now have an angle here. You have an angle here. Now, of course, I want to solve. Let's solve triangle PSR. I already have one of the angle at 70. So I can get each of these angles. And there is a law that says the angle between a chord and a tangent is equal to the opposite interior segments. So what you simply do here now is let's look for this PSR. The sum of angle in a triangle is 180. And this is now the base angle of an isosceles triangles are equal. Are you getting now? So let's call this place X. Let's call this place X. So now for us to get angle For us to get angle PROX is going to be 70 plus 2x equal to 180. The sum of angle in a triangle. So if you solve this, it becomes 2x equal to 180 minus 70, because you are going to cross 70 over to the other side. It becomes 2x equal to 110. Okay? So x becomes, by the time you divide both sides by 2, x becomes 110 divided by 2 will give you 55. Therefore, the value of x is 55. The value of x is what? Is 55. So here it becomes 55. Here also becomes 55. So 55 plus 55 plus 7 to get 180. Now, I said the angle between the corner and the is also equal to the opposite interior segment, which is this place. So what we do, n is equal to 55. Are you getting it now? That means angle PROS is equal to angle PQR. Are you getting it now? So this becomes 55. So if this place is 55, I have left on this way so that you see clearly. Now I have also stated that the angle at the center is always twice the angle at the circumference. Since we have got the n as 55, m becomes 2n. Are you getting it now? Because this is angle at the center is twice the circumference. So now that we have gotten the value of n as 55, n becomes what? 2 times 55, which is what? 110 degrees. So 110 degrees becomes the value of n, while 55 becomes the value of n. Therefore, they were asked to find the value of m plus n. So m plus n will now become 110 plus 55 degrees. Are you following now? So 110 plus 55 degrees will give us 165 degrees. So 165 degrees becomes the value of m plus n. And our correct option is option C. Are you getting it? Alright, let's move on to the next question 18 of the 2018 WAEC Mathematics past question. And this is another circle theory. We have W, X, Y. We have T here. We say find the value of T degrees and angle in the diagram. So now this is quite simple. Just apply this circle law. Please, as I've stated before, go and learn your circle theory. Okay? Now you can see this is the center of the circle. Now the angle at the center is twice the circumference. So I need to get this angle. You can start by getting this angle. Let's call this angle x degree. Once I get this angle x degree, 2 multiplied by x will give me t. Are you getting it? So you can say t equal to 2x. T degree equal to 2x degree. So I need to look for x. Now if you see, there's a law also that tells that the sum of angle in a straight line is equal to 180. So this is a straight line at point y. So we are going to do x plus 117 equal to 180. That means sum of angle in a straight line equal to 180. That means x degree plus 117 degree will give you 180. So x equal to 180 minus 117. So you have to cross it over, it becomes minus. So the value of x degree becomes 180 minus 117 will give you 63 degrees. That means the value of x is 63 degrees. But we are asked to look for the value of t. So for you to look for the value of t, I stated that the angle at the center of a circle is equal to twice the angle at the circumference. So this 63 becomes the angle at the circumference. Therefore, t degree becomes 2 times 63 degrees, which is equal to 126 degrees. So the value of t is 126 degrees, and our correct option is option C. Are you getting it, students? Alright, let's move on to the next question. This is question 19 of the 2018 WAEC Mathematics question. This is another question on circle theory. It's another question on circle theory, circle geometry. Please go and study your circle geometry. I'm re-emphasizing it. You can see all the questions you'll be solving, question 17, question 18, question 19, they are all on circle geometry. Please go and study. Don't joke with circle geometry, okay? Alright, this is a diagram PQR. PR is a tangent. I told you, tangent is a line that goes to the circumference of the circle, but it's not cutting across the circle. And the tangent at point Q, yes. Now, SQR has been given as 50. Alright, CW has been given as 50. Okay. RSQ, angle RSQ has been given as 35. Has been given as what? 35. Now, RSQ is 50, while SQR is 35. Now, find the value of QST. So, we are looking for QST. We are looking for this angle X. QST. We are looking for this angle. And don't forget, this is quite simple. This angle 50 degree. This angle is alternate to this angle. That means angle QST. Please follow up, please. Angle QST is equal to angle SQT. Let me take it again. Angle QSR. Angle QSR is equal to angle SQT. That means this angle is alternate to this angle. So this place becomes 50 degrees. Yes, they are alternate angles. And don't forget, this 35 is the angle between a tangent and a chord. And I've stated that the angle between a tangent and a chord is always equal to the opposite interior angle. So that means if this place is 35, this place is 35 by that rule. So if this place is 35, this place is 50, this place is X. Now for triangle CQX, the sum of angle here will be equal to 180, the sum of angle in triangle. So what we simply do is to add it up, it becomes 35 plus 50 plus X. Are you getting it now? Plus X. Now, if you do this, everything here should be equal to 180, which is sum of angle in a triangle. So 35 plus 50 will give me what? 85 plus S equal to 180 degree. Therefore, 180, of course, no, pardon me, let's represent it very well, let's arrange it very well. Now, this is X, I collect like things. It becomes 180 minus 85 degree. So S becomes what? 180 minus 85 degree will give me 95 degree. So the value, therefore, let's come this way. Therefore, the value for angle QST equal to what? 95 degree. So our correct option is option D. Are you getting it? Now let's move on to the next of 2018 WAEC mathematics question. And the question states the angles of a polygon are x degree, 2x degree, 2x degree, x plus 30 degree, x plus 20 degree, and x minus 10 degree. We are asked to find the value of x. Now, you should know that the sum of interior angle of a polygon, the sum of the interior angle of a polygon has a formula expression 2n minus 4 times 90 degree. This is the sum of the interior angle of a polygon. Okay? Polygon. Now, watch out. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the name of this polygons N is hexagon. Is what? Hexagon. Because it has 6 sides, so it's hexagon. Now, we are going to find the value of x. Now, what we'll do, we are going to add up all these angles to equate it to the sum of interior angle of the polygon, which is x plus 2x plus another 2x plus x plus 30 plus x plus 20 plus x minus 10, which will now be equal to 2n, which is 2. In place of n, we are calling it 6 minus 4, all multiplied by 90 degrees. Are you seeing it now? So these angles are the respective angles as itemized down in the question. So for us to continue, let's add up. This is x. X plus 2x will give me 3x. Plus 2x will give me 5x. Plus x will give me 6x. Plus x will give me 7x. Plus x will give me 8x. So all the values of x is equal to 8x. So from here, you go to 30 plus 20. 30 plus 20 is 50. 50 minus 10 is 40. So this becomes plus 40. Equal to, now, 2 times 6 is 12. Minus 4, all multiplied by 90. Are you following? So this becomes 8x plus 40 equal to 12 minus 4 is 8, okay? So you multiply it by 90 degrees. So 8x plus 40 becomes 720. 720. So if this becomes 720, we have to collect like terms. It becomes 8x equal to 720 minus 40. So 8x becomes 720 minus 40 will give you 680. So in order for you to determine the value of x, you divide through by 8. So 8 will cancel 8. X becomes 680 divided by 8 when you press your calculator will give you 85 degrees. So the value of x for this polygon is equal to 85, and our correct option is option C. Now let's move on to the next question. Alright, this is question 21, and question 21 states, if m and n are the points, this is m, this is n, respectively, find mn. Are you getting it? We are going to find the distance between m and n. That means distance between m and n. That's what we have to look for. And for us to find the distance mn, there is a formula we apply. The formula is distance between 2 points is x squared minus, rather x2 minus s1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Now from these points, this is x1. Are you seeing it? Follow me. This is y1. This is x2. This is y2. Are you following? So we are going to substitute these values into the formula. So this becomes mn equal to the square root. Now what is x2? x2 is 5. You put 5 here. Minus x1. What is x1? x1 is minus 3. So you put it there, minus 3 all square. Plus y2. What is y2? y2 is minus 7. Minus, now what is y1? y1 is 8 all square. Are you following that? So mn becomes, now 5 minus minus 3, minus and minus turns to plus. So 5 plus 3 gives you what? 8. 8 squared will give you what? 64. Now minus 7 minus 8 is minus 15. Minus 15 squared will give you 225. Are you getting it? Therefore, line mn becomes the square root of 64 plus 225. 64 plus 225 will give you 289. And the square root, when you press the calculator, the square root of 289 is 17. So since we are talking about lines, you write units. So line MM giving these points gives us 17 units, and the correct answer is option D. Alright, let's move on to the next. Alright, here is the question 22, 2018 WAEC Mathematics past question. The question states the equation of the line through the points 4, 2 and minus 8 minus 2 is 3y equal to px plus q, where p and q are constants. Now we are asked to find the value of p. To find the value of p. Now the general equations of straight line is y equal to mx plus c, where m is the gradient, c is the intercept. So what we do, we have to find the gradient. The formula for looking for gradient, let's take it here, okay? Gradient equal to y2 minus y1 over what? So let me write it well. x2 minus x1. Now, from this point, this is x1, this is y1. This is x2, this is y2. So you are going to substitute these values into this formula. So doing that, m equal to y2. What is y2 from this point? We have minus 2. You are going to put minus 2 there. Minus what is y1? y1 is 2. So you put 2 over x2. What is x2? x2 is minus 8. Minus 8. And what is x1? x1 is 4. Minus 4. So this becomes minus 2 minus 2 will give us minus 4. Minus 4 minus 4. Minus 8, I beg your pardon. Minus 8 minus 4 will give us minus 12. So by the time you divide minus 4, divide this negative, we cancel this negative. 4 into 12, 4 here 1, 4 into 12 is 3. So the gradient m becomes 1 over 3. So since we have got the value of the gradient 1 over 3, we substitute back into the general equation of straight line. So substituting m equal to 1 over 3 into this equation, we have y equal to, in place of m, I will substitute 1 over 3. So it becomes 1 over 3 x plus c. Are you getting it? So what we need to do is to multiply through by 3. Multiply through by 3, I'm going to have 3 times y will give me 3y equal to, now 3 times 1 over 3x, are you getting it now? Plus 3 times 6. So the essence of multiplying through by this denominator is to clear out the fractional part. So this becomes 3y. This 3 can cancel this 3. I'm left with x here. Then plus what? 3c. Now don't forget, we have been given an equation before. The equation states 3y equal to px plus q. So if we compare this equation with this our new equation, I'm going to be having 3y equal px plus q. Of course, this is 3y, this is x, this is px, and this is 3c, this is q. Now, by comparison, if I compare these two equations, by comparison, if I decide to compare this equation, what will happen? Now you can see the coefficient of x here is p. What is the coefficient of x here? Who can tell me that? The coefficient of x here is the number before x. Now the coefficient of c is 3. The coefficient of y is 3. The coefficient of y is 3. The coefficient of x is p. Now from equation 1, what is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is 1, meaning that 1 equal to p. So from equation 1, p is equal to 1 because this is by comparison x1x equal to px. So the coefficient of x here is 1 equal to p. So our answer now becomes p equal to 1 because we are asked to find the value of p. So the value of p equal to 1. So our correct option to this question is option A. Are you getting it? So let's move on to the next question. Here is the question 23 of the 2018 WAEC Mathematics past question. The question is, the angle of elevation of the top of a tree from a point 27 meters away and on the same horizontal ground as the foot of the tree is 30 degrees. Find the height of the tree. Now, this is a tree. Illustrate it. This is a tree. And then, okay, there's a distance away on the horizontal ground of 27 meters. And the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Okay? 30 degrees. Now, you are asked to, this is the tree. Now, you have to find the height of the tree, which is this place. So what you have to do is to apply, we are used to our SOHCAHTOA. So you use one of the trig ratios that will enable you to solve for the height of the tree. Now you have, this is the adjacent of 30, this is the what? Opposite. So which of the of this trig ratio can enable you look for the height? What we have is opposite over adjacent. Opposite over what? Adjacent. So if it's opposite over adjacent, where do we have opposite over adjacent? Opposite over adjacent is tan, TOA. So it's going to be tan 30 equal to h, which is the height, opposite, over the adjacent 27. So from here you cross multiply. Cross multiplying, it becomes h equal to tan 30 times 27. So h becomes, now you are going to look for tan 30. Now you press your calculator, to get tan 30. But there are some special angles you need to know their values. Like for instance, this is tan 30. You can have something this way. Let me explain a little, let me digress a little. Let's come this way. For instance, this you have. With this diagram, you'll be able to ascertain most of these special angles without the use of calculator. This is 60, this is 60, this place is root 3 from Pythagoras theorem, we'll get root 3, this is 2, this is 2, this is 1, and this is 1. Now that we are looking for tan 30, you just come here, what is tan? Opposite over what? Adjacent. This is the adjacent of 30, this is the opposite of 30. So, opposite over adjacent will be what? 1 over root 3. So 1 over root 3 is the answer for tan 30. So you multiply by what? 27. Please, after this class, go and study about this. How to find special angle, angle 45, angle 60, angle 30, without the use of calculation. So from here, the height of the tree will now become 27 over square root 3. This is an answer. But if you observe from the question, from the options, you don't have anything like 27 over root 3. So because they want us to further express it, because it is not always normal for you to leave a square root at the denominator. So what you simply do is to rationalize. You multiply the numerator by the denominator times root 3. You multiply both the numerator and denominator by the denominator. By so doing, you are trying to eradicate the square roots from the denominator. Therefore, height will become 27 times root 3 will give us 27 root 3 over root 3 times root 3 equal to root 9. And what is root 9? Root 9 equal to 3. Are you seeing it now? So this 3 can cancel this 27. 3 here 1, 3 into 27 is 9. So the final answer becomes 9 root 3 meters. Are you getting it? So the height of the tree equal to what? 9 root 3 meters. So our answers to this question, our option, the correct option is option D. Are you getting it now? So now let's move on to the next question. Here is question 24, 2018 WAEC Mathematics past question. The question is, if tan x equal 4 over 3, when 0 degrees lesser than 90 degrees, find the value of sin x minus cos x. This is trigonometry. Can you just have a short diagram here, the sketch. You draw a right angle triangle. Okay, this angle 90 degree. And this is angle x, because that is the angle in question, angle x. So this is angle x degree, okay? Now this is tan x. Tan, let's make use of our SOHCAHTOA once more. You can see tan is opposite over adjacent. So the opposite here is 4. which is because tan is O over A. Now what is the opposite? Opposite is 4. What is the adjacent? Adjacent is 3. So you are going to come back to this diagram and represent this on the diagram. So what you simply do, what is the opposite of this angle? Is 4. So 4 will be here. Now what is the adjacent? Is 3. So now we need to look for the hypotenuse. And what is the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So if this is the hypotenuse, let's say hypotenuse H. So hypotenuse H from Pythagoras theorem becomes H square equal to 4 square plus 3 square. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So hypotenuse square equal to 16 plus 9. Okay, this becomes H square. 16 plus 9 will give us 25. So in order for us to get the hypotenuse, it becomes the square root of 25, which is what? 5. That means the hypotenuse becomes 5. So the hypotenuse is 5, the opposite is 4, while the adjacent is 3. Now we are asked to evaluate sin x minus cos x. In evaluating sin x cos x, look at sin x. Sin is so. So is opposite over hypotenuse. Now look at cos. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we are going to consider all this in bringing out our parameters. So let's come this way in order for us to find sin x minus cos x. Now what is sine? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. What is the opposite of x? Is 4. So this becomes 4. And what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 5. Minus, we come to cos. What is cos from SOHCAHTOA is adjacent over hypotenuse. What is the adjacent there? The adjacent there is 3, while the hypotenuse is also 5. So 4 over 5 minus 3 over 5 will give me 1 over 5. So 1 over 5 becomes the value of sin x minus x. No, I beg your pardon. The value of sin x minus cos x equal to 5 when tan x equals to 4 over 3. So our correct option is option B. Are you getting it now? Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next question. Here is question 25 of 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. The question is, given that y is 20 meters on a bearing of 300 from x, how far south of y is x? Meaning that the bearing of y from x is 300. So we are going to draw our point x. Let's assume this is point x. Now y left point x to another point. You just illustrate it. This is point x, this is point y, and y left point x at an angle 300. Okay? At an angle 300. From here to here. Are you getting it? So angle 300, that is from here to here is 300. 300. But don't forget, from here to here is 270, so here is 30 degrees. Okay? So, and the distance is 20 meters. Okay? So from here to here is 270, while this point alone is 30 degrees. Now they said, how far south of y is x? You know, this is in your cardinal illustration, we have the north, we have the south, we have the east, and we have the west. So how far south of y is x? That means from here to this place. So we are looking for this place here. How far south of y is x? So we are looking for this distance here. So what we do is just to apply our trig ratios. This is opposite. Opposite of 30 is h, while the hypotenuse is 20. So we just use sine, which is sine 30 equal to h over 20. Are you getting it now? So what we simply do is to cross multiply, okay? H times 1 will give us h. So h, don't forget h is how far south of y is x. No, this is x, this is y. So how far south of y is x will be the height. So this becomes sine 30 times 20. So h will become, what is sine 30? Sine 30 is 1 over 2, which is 0.5. When you press your calculator, sine 30 is 0.5 times 20. So finally, height becomes, so here you can cancel out this expression. 2 here, 1, 2 here is 10. 1 times 10 becomes 10 meter. So the height, which is how far south of y is x, becomes 10 meter. And our correct option is option A. Okay? So now let's move on to the next question 26 or 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. The question is, the mean of 1, 3, 5, 7 and x is 4. Find the value of x. This is mean. You can also call it an average. So what you just simply do is to take the mean, which is 1 plus 3, to add up plus 5 plus 7 plus x, all over the frequency, the total number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over 5. Okay? You know I got this by the number, the total frequency, which is the total numbers in the distribution, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they said the mean has been calculated as 4. So now we have to find the value of x. So what we do, add up. So this plus this is this plus this is 4 plus this. Everything there gives us 16. Everything there gives us what? 16 plus x over 5 equal to 4. So the next thing you do is to cross multiply. Cross multiplying, you have 16 plus x times 1 will give us 16 plus x. Now 5 times 4 will give us 20. So you collect like terms. Collecting like terms, 16 crosses to the other side becomes a negative. So it becomes x equal 20 minus 16. So x equal to what? 4. So the value of x in this distribution is 4. And our option is option B. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright, here is question 27 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics past question. And the question is, find the median of 2, 1, 0, 3, 1, 1, 4, 0, 1, and 12. So median is just the middle number in the distribution. But what you need to do is to rearrange this in an ascending order. So arranging it in an ascending order, I think we have to start from 0. We have 0 and 0. We have 1. 1 is in 4 places. After 0 is 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. After 1 we have 2. 2 is just appearing once. Include it in the distribution. You come to 3. 3 is appearing once. You include it in the distribution. You come here. 4 is appearing once. You include it in the distribution. And finally 12. So, but you must make sure the total number here is equal here so that you'll be sure of your answer. So let's count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's confirm. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means the total number here is corresponding to the total number here. And so we need to look for the median. The median is the middle number in the distribution. So now we can, let's start out the middle number. You can cancel from here, you cancel from here, you cancel from here, you cancel this, you cancel this, you cancel this, you cancel this, you cancel this. Now you can see it's left with 2 numbers. There are conditions where you solve. You look for the median, it will just be a single number. Let me say, for example, you have something like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you want to find the median. The median, you cancel this, you cancel this, you cancel this, you cancel this. You just got a single number. But if after the cancellation you discover that it's 2 numbers that are in between, what you will do is to add up the numbers and divide it by 2. Are you getting it? After counting here, you now discover it's 2 numbers in the that is found out. It is found out that 2 numbers are in between the numbers of cancellation. What you do is to add up the numbers and divide by 2. So this is 1 plus 1 equal to 2. You divide it by 2, you get 1.0. And the correct answer is option C. Okay? So now let's move on to the next question 28 of 2018 WAEC mathematics past question. And here is the table. We have number of goals and we have the number of teams. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have 3, 1, 6, 6, 4, 2, 3. That means the number of goals, number of teams. 3 teams score 1 goal, one team score 2 goals, 6 teams score 3, and all of that. So now, question 28 is saying that you calculate the probability that a team selected at random scored at most 3 goals. At most 3 goals. That if you pick a team at random, what is the probability that the team you will pick scored at most 3 goals? So now, what we just say, let's manage this place. Let's solve it here. Now the total number of teams is 3 plus 1 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3. So the total team equal to 25. That's the total team. And now you have to find the probability that if you are allowed to pick a team at random, what is the probability that the team you pick scored at least 3 goals? So you just come and look at where you have 3 here. This is where you have 3. Now at least, at most 3 goals means that those that score between 1 to 3, but not greater than 3, that is meaning of at most. But if they say at least 3 means that from 3 above. So at most is from 3 below. So what to simply do, the number of students or the number of teams that score at most 3 goals is 1. Number of teams is 3, yes, which is 3 over 25 plus 1. It's just a team scored 2 goals, 3 over 1 over 25 plus 6 teams scored 3 goals, which is 6 over 25. So 3 over 25 plus 1 over 25 plus 6 over 25 will give us what? 10 over 25. You can reduce it by 5. 5 into 10 will give you 2. 5 into 25 will give you 5. So the correct answer for those that scored at most 3 goals is 2 over 5, and our answer is option D. Alright, with this same question, with this same table, we are asked to solve question 29. Now from this table, we are asked to find the probability that a team selected at random scored either 4 or 7. Either 4 or 7. Now let's solve it this way also. Now either 4 or 7. Now the team selected scored either 4 or 7. Now this is 4. So the team selected is team this 6 scored 4 goals. So it's going to be 6 over 25 plus, because all in probability is also the addition of probability. So this is 6 over 25 plus 7. Those that score 7 is 3 things. So it becomes 3 over 25. So 6 over 25 plus 3 over 25 will give you 9 over 25. So our correct answer is option A. Hope you understand what I just explained. So now let's move on to the next question. Here is question 30 of the 2018 WAEC Mathematics Past Questions. Question 30 says, from this diagram, you can see the diagram here. Here is the diagram. We are being asked what type of quadrilateral is the shaded region. You can see the diagram. We have W, X, Y, Z as a rectangle. This is a rectangle, and we have this figure inscribed inside the rectangle, and we have P out as the diagonal. Are you getting it? We can also call this diagonal. We can call this place AB also, if we so wish. Are you getting it? Now we have been asked what type of quadrilateral is this. Quadrilateral is any shape that touches 4 sides of the right of a shape. Are you getting it? Since this is P, point B, point R, point A, that are touching the sides of this rectangle, that makes it a quadrilateral, 4-sided figures. So what to do is the length between here and here is 6. That means here will be 3. Here will be 3. Here, WZ is 8 cm. That means here is 4 cm. Here is 4 cm. Are you getting it? So if here is 4 cm, here is 3 cm. So So now you are asked to determine what type of quadrilateral is this. Is this a trapeze? Is it a trapezium? Is it a prism? Is it a rectangle? Or is it a rhombus? Now what you do is that if this place is 4 cm, this is 4 cm, 4 cm, this is 3 cm, this is 3 cm. Are you getting it now? Now if this place is 3 cm, this place is 4 cm, from Pythagoras theory we can get this line PB. Are you getting? We can get this line PB. So for us to get this line PB, we use Pythagoras theory. Pythagoras theory, we are going to do the square of this place is equal to the sum of the square of this side and this side. So this is 4 square, this is 3 square, will give you 25. So the square root of 25 will give you 5. So this place is 5 cm. So if this place is 5 cm and this place is 4 cm, this place is 3 cm, that means this place is also 5 cm. This place is 3 cm, this place is 4 cm, this place is also 5 cm. This place is 4 cm, this place is 3 cm, this place is also 5 cm. You can see each of these, they have equal size. So the correct answer is not trapezium, is not a prism, is not a rectangle. Rather, the correct option is a rhombus, because a rhombus have equal size. All the sides are equal in a rhombus. Now let's move on to number question 31 of 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. Still making use of this diagram, we are asked to calculate the area of the part of the rectangle that is not shaded from the diagram. Now you see the part of the rectangle that is not shaded is this side. This place is not shaded. This part is not shaded. This part is not shaded. This part is not shaded. So we have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I can get one side, the area of this side, I can multiply by 4 to get the area of the unshaded portion of the rectangle. Are you getting now? So if you pick one side, let's bring it up here. Let's say for instance I'm using this. This is the rectangle, and this place is 3. This place is 5 cm. This place is 4 cm. And don't forget, now I need to find the area of this shape. Once I get the area of this, since every side is equal, I'll just multiply by the 4 sides. I'll get the area of the part of the rectangle that is not shaded. So how do we find this area of this triangle? Now 3 sides are given. You can see there's no height here. You can use what we call the hero's formula. The hero's formula, when 3 sides are given in a triangle, you have to find the area. You use the hero's formula. So the hero's formula, area equal to the square roots. Please, let's come this way. Please follow up. Sides S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. This is the formula you adopt when finding the area of a triangle where 3 sides are given. So what you simply do now, you need to find sides. S represents side. So side is 3 plus 4 plus 5 all divided by 2. That's how you sum everything together and take the average. So x equal to 3 plus 4 plus 5. Everything will give you what? Everything will give you what? 12 over 2. So the side becomes 6. Now the value of x here is 6. So you need to substitute 6 into x in this expression. So now please, let's come this way please, so that you follow up. Please, let's come this way. Please, let's come this way. Let's come this way. So now area equal the square roots, okay? The square root, what is x? X is 6. We are getting x as 6. This becomes 6. Now what is x? X is already 6 minus a. A is 3. You take the first value. Okay. You take 6 minus b. You take the second value. You take 6 minus c. You take the third value. So this becomes what? The area now becomes the square root. What we are calling? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it, please? Okay. Now. This becomes 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. 6 minus 4 is 2. 6 minus 5 is 1. So by the time you do all of these, 6 times 3 is 18. Okay? 18 times 2, you get 36. So it's going to become square root 36. So finally, what is the square root of 36? The square root of 36 will give you 6 centimeters. So square, because area. Now that means each of the sides. So this place is 6 centimeters. The area of 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 this place is 6 centimeters. So how do you now find the area of the part of the rectangle that is not shaded? Since you have gotten one part, you are going to multiply 6 by 4. So it becomes total area of the unshaded part becomes 6 times 4. So the final answer becomes 24 square centimeters. So the answer for the area of the part of the rectangle that is not shaded from this diagram becomes 24 square centimeters. And our answer to correct option to this question is option B. Okay, hope you understand what I've been explaining since. Now let's move on to the next question. Here is question 32 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. The question is, the total surface area of hemisphere is 75 pi square centimeter. Find its radius. You know, the total surface area, the TSA of an hemisphere is the curved surface area, which is 2 pi r square plus the area of the leaf, which is pi r square. So 2 pi r square plus pi r square equal to 3 pi r square. Please, after this class, you go and learn formulas. You know, basic formulas in measuration. Okay? This is the curved surface area of hemisphere, and this is the area of the leaf. You know, you have something in the hemisphere, half of the sphere. Understand? Okay? This is the radius. Okay? So the curved surface area plus the area of the leaf is equal to 3 pi r square. So now you have been given the total surface area as 75 pi square centimeter. So this becomes 75 pi equal to 3 pi r square. Okay? So 75 pi equal to 3 pi r square. This pi can cancel out this pi. So I'm left with 75 equal to 3 r square. Okay, are you following? Alright, so the next thing to do is to divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. Okay, 3 will cancel 3. So I'm left with r square equal to 75 divided by 3. I'm going to be getting what? 25. So what we need to do, we have to find the radius. So we'll look for the square root of 25. So looking for the square root of 25, I'm going to be having 5.0 centimeters. So this becomes the radius of this hemisphere, giving the total surface area of 75 pi square centimeter. And our correct option for question number 32 of 2018 WAEC mathematics question goes to option A. Okay? Alright, here is question 33 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. The question is, find the values of x for which x minus 5 divided by x open bracket x minus 2 is undefined. When you get the word undefined, you have to concentrate on the denominator by equating what you have, the equation you have under equal to 0, equate it to 0, then you solve. So what you just do, for equation to be undefined, become x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay? So what you do is x is equal to 0. This x equal to 0, or x minus 1 equal to 0. By the time you cross this one to the other side, it becomes x equal to plus 1. So the answer becomes x equal to 0 or 1. So this is the value of x for which this equation will be undefined. And our correct answer is option D. Okay? So that's it. Let's move on to the next 24 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. The question is, solve the equation 2x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. What you simply do is to do 2x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. So what you do, what is the equation of x squared here is 2. You use this 2 to multiply this last value. You understand? This 2 times minus 6 will give us minus 12. You keep it somewhere. So you now determine, you now look for the factor of 12. What two numbers will you multiply together that will give you minus 12? Then if you add up those 10 numbers together, you get minus 1. Okay? And those two values are minus 4 and plus 3. You see, minus 4 times 3 will give you minus 12. Then minus 3 plus minus 4 plus 3 will give you minus 1. So these are the factors. So you introduce this minus 4 and 3 into this quadratic expression. So it becomes 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 6 equal to 0. So you now have to factorize, because what we are doing now, we have to factorize this. What is common between 2x squared and 4x? What is common is 2x. So what is left here is x minus what is left here is 2. So what is common between 3x and 6? What is common there is what? Plus 3. Left with x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay? Alright? So what you can see, what you have here is also what you have here. So what you do, you take off these 2x and 3, it becomes 2x plus 3. You take one of the brackets, it becomes x minus 2. You equate it to 0. So what you simply do, equate this one to 0, equate this to 0. So this becomes 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Collect like term by moving this 3 across the equality sign, it becomes 2x equal to minus 3. You divide both sides by 2 in order for you to determine the first value of x, because in a quadratic equation you always arrive at two answers. So the first value of x is minus 3 over 2. So similarly, let's come here. We are going to equate x minus 2 to be equal to 0. So x minus 2 equal to 0. You collect like term, it becomes what? X equal to 0 plus 2. Okay? So this becomes x plus 0 plus 2 will give us 2. Now you are asked to solve the equation. So the answer is x equal to what? Minus 3 over 2 or 2. This becomes the equation or the roots. You can call it the root. This becomes the roots or the equation to 2x squared minus x minus 6. So and the correct option is option A. Alright? Okay, so let's move on to 5 on 2018 WAEC mathematics question. The question is factorize completely the expression x plus 2 squared minus 2x plus 1 squared. So what you just have to do, you expand this, you apply negative, then you factorize. That's all. So if you expand x plus 2 squared, if you expand it, that is x plus 2, x plus 2, you are going to be having x squared plus 4x plus 4. If you expand this, you get this. Now minus, if you expand this, you get 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. Okay? This is the expansion of this, and this is the expansion of this. So what you need to do is to do x squared plus 4x plus 4. You open this bracket with this negative, okay? Don't always forget your negative, okay? If you forget this sign, you get the answer very wrong. So you apply this minus. This negative will open this bracket, becomes 1 times 4x squared, because minus 4x squared minus times 4x plus will give us minus 4x, minus times plus 1 will give us what? Minus 1. Okay? So that's it. So what you do now is to, now let's check it out. 4x minus 4x can cancel out because it's negative, okay? Alright. So what will happen is 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay? Now x squared minus 4x squared will give us minus 3x squared. Alright? Okay? 4x cancels 4x. 4 minus 1 is 3. X squared minus 4x squared is minus 3x squared. So you can factorize. What is common between 3 and 3x squared is 3. 3 comes out, remaining 1 minus what is left. Since 3 is already out, it will be left with x squared. Alright? This is an answer, but you are asked to factorize completely. Now this is difference of 2 squared. This is difference of 2 squared, okay? So this is stated as 3, open bracket, 1, okay? 1. Alright, I can do x plus 1 and x minus 1. Okay? Because this x plus 1 and x minus 1, by the time you expand this, you get this. So I have factorized completely. So the answer to this question, factorizing this completely, is 3 open bracket x plus 1, x minus 1. And the correct option to this question is option D. Alright? So let's move on to the next question. 36 of 2018 mathematics, WAEC mathematics questions states, find the nth term of the sequence 2 times 3, 4 times 6, 8 times 9, 6 times 12. Okay? I beg your pardon, 16 times 12. Okay? So what we do, they say we should find the nth term. What pattern are we to follow to get the next sequence? Yeah? The next element of this sequence. What pattern? Is it pattern A, B, C, and D? Now, if you observe this, you should be able to interpret in mathematics. If you want to go ahead, be able to interpret. You understand? Now you can see this is 2 times 3. Okay? This is 4 times 6. Look at this. Are you following? This is 8 times 9. And this is 16 times 12. Meaning this is like 2 raised power 1. Okay? This 4 is like 2 raised power 2. This 8 is like 2 raised power 3. And this 16 is like 2 raised to power 4. That means there is a progression. Okay, there's an increase in the power. And now this is 3. Okay, now if we decide to call this n, okay, n, that means if here is 1, this is 2. That means n here is 1, n here is 2, n here is 3, n here is 4. Okay? So now you are able to determine the power. That there is a progression, there is an increment in the power. So now we need to find for 3, 6, 9, 12. What is happening? Well, what is happening for 3? This is like 3 times 1. This is like 3 times 2. This is like 3 times 3. This is like 3 times 4. Okay? Now 3 times 3 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 4 is 12. So also there is a progression. So because of that, meaning this is 2 raised to power n. Okay? This is 2 raised to power n. 2 raised to power n is what is giving us this progression. Now also, this is like 3n. Alright? This is like 3n. So if we combine this and this together, we are going to be having 2n times 3n. Okay? So the progression, the pattern that is giving us this sequence is 2 raised to power n times 3n. So if you want to try it now we're going to get the next value. This will be 2 raised to power 5 times 3 times 5. So this will become what? 2 raised to power 5 is 32 times 15. This will be the next progression. So we can call this place to be 2 raised to power n times 3n. So our correct option to this question is option B. Alright? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Question 37 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question is, if 3x equal to 4 mod 5, find the value of this under modular arithmetic. After this class, please endeavor to study the topic modular arithmetic. Alright, this is an equation in modular arithmetic. What you simply do is 3x equal to 4 mod 5. So what you do, the mode is 5, this is 4. You add up, it becomes 3x equal to 4 plus 5, such that this 3 can divide without a remainder. It becomes 3x equal to 9. So you divide both sides by 3, divide both sides by 3, x equal to 3. Alright? So go and learn more on modular arithmetic. So the answer to this question is option C. Okay? Alright, now let's move on to the next question. Alright, here is question 38 of 2018 WAEC mathematics past question. Now the solution of x plus 2 greater than or equal to 1 is illustrated on the number line. That means we are going to solve this problem. After solving it, we'll represent it on a number line. It's very simple. What you just have to do is inequalities. You can check your textbooks and study inequalities. X plus 2 is greater or equal to 1. So what you just do is to collect like terms, becomes x greater or equal to 1 minus 2. Okay? This becomes x greater than equal to minus 1. So greater than equal to minus 1, you come, you see, you can see this is minus 1, this is symbol. Now because it's equality sign, we are shading it. Okay, you shade it, you shade the circle. Now this one that is empty is not equal. It's either it is just greater than or lesser than. But anytime you have lesser than equal to or greater than equal to, the circular part of the line is always shaded. So the correct answer to this question is option A. Okay? Alright, so let's move on to the 39, question 39 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. It said if P and Q are two statements, under what condition would P conditional Q be false? Is it if P is true and Q is true? If P is true and Q is false, okay? And if P is false and Q is false, if P is false and Q is true. This is under logic statements. You know, logic, you go and read it after now and get some points there. But we have different conditions. We have the conjunction, we have the what? We have the conditional, okay? So each of them has a separate table, true value. Are you getting it? So now for conditional table, for instance, you have P, you know, Q, and you now have P condition Q. Okay? Let me see, for instance, you have this table. Please read your book, read your textbook. You see, for instance, this statement for P is true, Q is true. What will be the result of P condition Q will be true. If P is true, Q is false, the condition statement will be what? False. If this place is false, this place is true, it will be true. If this place is false, this place is false, it will be true. This is only for conditional statements. Are you getting it? Now we have, for instance, the conjunction statements table. You draw the table is also that where you have this. Okay? These values, these results is only peculiar to conditional statements. So now the question that if P and Q are two statements, P and Q are two statements, under what condition will P condition Q be false? Look at it here. This is only where it be false. Okay? That is when P is true and Q is false. So if P is true and Q is false, this will meet the condition. So the correct answer is option B. Okay? Alright, thank you. Let's go move over to the next question. Now, this is question 40 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. This is the diagram. They said the diagram shows a trapezium. This is a trapezium. Are you getting it? Inscribed in a semicircle. This is a semicircle, half of a circle. Okay? And this is a trapezium. Alright? So if O is the midpoint of WX, okay, and of WZ, O is the midpoint. Now, and WS is equal to XY is equal to YZ. Calculate the value of M. This M degree is what we are looking for. Alright? So for us to solve this, okay, this is a triangle, okay, this is another triangle, this is a straight line. So this angle, and this angle must be equal to 180. Because angle on a straight line equal to 180. So let's represent it by X. This is X degree, X degree, X degree. Okay? Alright, so we're going to find the value of X. So X plus X plus X will be equal to what? 180. Alright? So X plus S plus S will give us 3S equal to 180. This angle on a straight line. We want to determine the value of X. Okay? So divide both sides by 3, divide both sides by 3, S will be 60 degree. Meaning this place is 60 degree, this place is 60 degree, this place is 60 degree. By the time you plus everything, you get 180. Now this is an isosceles triangle. Now the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. Are you getting it? So if this place is 60, this place is 60, this place is 60. Alright? Are you seeing it now? This place is 60, this place is 60, this place is 60. So X, therefore, X degree equal to M degree. Alright? Base angle of an isosceles triangle. So if X degree is 60, meaning that M degree equal to 60 degree. And our answer to this question is option B. Alright? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question 41 of 2018 WAEC mathematics question. And the question is, find the interquartile range of this set of numbers 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, and 16. So interquartile range, what you have to do first, you have to arrange the numbers in ascending order. I think they have arranged this already. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, and 16. See, you make sure you arrange it first. Assuming you not arrange, you arrange it first. That's the first step. Now, don't forget, interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. This is interquartile range. Also, assuming you have to find the semi-interquartile range, you divide this expression by 2. For now, it's just interquartile range, which is Q3, the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Okay? Alright, so how do you do this? What you simply do is to find the median. You find the median of this set of values. Okay? Find the median of this set of values. Let's go 1 and 16, 3 and 14. Okay? Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this, okay? So that we will not be confused. 1 is out, 16 is out, 3 is out, 14 is out, 4 is out, 12 is out, 5 is out, 11 is out, okay, 8 is out, 10 is out. So what I'm left with now is 9. So 9 is the median of this distribution. Okay, now we want to find the interquartile range. So we are going to find the median of this upper part of the distribution, which is the Q3, while this lower part of the distribution will be Q1. Alright? Since you have gotten the median, so this median is not separating it into Q3 and Q1. So what you did to the distribution, you are going to do it to Q1, set of Q1, and do it to set of Q2. Alright? So what to do now, alright? So what I'm having here is 1, 3, 4, 5, 8. Alright? 1, 3, 4, 5, 8. Now we are going to find the median of only these parts. Are you following? First thing we did was we look for the median of the whole distribution. We got it as 8. So this 9 was able to separate, this median was able to separate the Q3 and Q1. So we are going to do same to this Q1 distribution. So 1, 8, 3, 5. So what is left here now is 4. 4 is the median for this Q1 distribution, okay? Alright, you also move down to the upper distribution. We do same, alright? We do same 10, 16, 11, 14. So what is left here is 12. So Q3 is 12, while Q1 is 4. Remember I said interquartile range, interquartile range equal to Q3 minus Q1. So what is Q3? Q3 is 12. And what is Q1? Q1 is 4. So 12 minus 4 will give us 8. Alright? 8 becomes the interquartile range of the distribution. And the option is option C. Alright? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Now here is question 42 of 2018 WAEC mathematics questions. 42. Donation during the launching of a church project were sent a sealed envelope. The table shows the distribution of the amount of money in the envelope, alright? In the envelope, alright? Let's complete it in the envelope. Now, number envelope 4, 7, 29, 4, 5, 3, 1, 2. Now, the amount in 4 envelope 5,000, 2,000, just like that in the distribution. Now, we have to find the amount, the distribution of the amount, total amount of money in the envelope, okay? Now, what we'll simply do is to, now for you to know if there are if there are 4 envelopes and the amount of money in those 4 envelopes is 5,000, how much will be in this 4 envelope? Okay, so I think it should be 4 times 5,000 naira, which is about what? So what to do? You use this one to multiply this plus this, then we're able to know the total amount that was given during the launching. Okay, so let us go. We do 4 times 5,000 plus 7 times 2,000 plus 20 times 1,000 plus 9 times 700 plus 4 times 500 plus 5 times 100, alright, plus 3 times 50, alright, plus, you have to be patient when you are evaluating this, times 1 times 2, 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 2 times 10, alright? So you have used this to multiply the number of envelopes, to multiply each of the amounts inside the envelope. Alright? So 4 times 500, 5,000 will give me what? 4 times 5,000 will give us what? So you have to punch your calculator. This times will give me 20 what? 1,000. Plus this times this will give me 14,000. Alright? This times this will give me another 20,000. This and this will give me 6 plus 6,300. Alright? This time this will give me what? 2,000. Alright? This time this will give me what? 500. You have to go through gradually so that you'll be sure we don't make any mistake. 5 times this will give us 150 plus 1 times 2 will give us 2, and finally 2 times 10 will give us what? 20. Alright? Okay? So that's it. So by the time you add up 20,000 plus 14,000, alright, that's 4,000 plus this plus this plus this, use your calculator to add up everything here, your answer becomes 62,972 naira. This becomes the total amount donated during the church project, and that option, our correct option is option D. Alright? Okay, now let's move on to the next question, 3 of the 2018 WAEC mathematics question. And from this diagram, you are seeing from the diagram, m plus n is 110, n plus r is 130, n plus r is 120. Alright? Find the ratio of m, n, r. Alright? So let's bring out our parameters. What we have there is we have m plus n equal to 110 degree. We also have n plus r equal to 130 degree. Alright? And we also have m plus r equal to 120 degree. Alright, so we just have to calculate this. You know, think about it, what to do per time. You need to get the value of n, you need to get the value of r, you need to get the value of m. You substitute it here to get the ratio of m, ratio n, ratio r. Alright? So what you can simply do is you can look, let's call this equation 1, call this equation 2, call this equation 3. So you can solve 2 of the equations simultaneously to get the value of n and r. Substitute, by substitution you get the other values. It's quite simple. So what to do, let's solve equation 2 and equation 3 simultaneously. We have n plus r equal to 130 degree, then n plus r equal to 120 degree. You use elimination method, simultaneous equation. This becomes minus, alright? N minus n becomes n minus m plus, alright? R minus r is 0, that one is gone, we have eliminated it. Equal to 130 minus 120, you get what? 10, alright? So this becomes n minus n equal to 10. Collect item, take this m to this other side to make n the subject of the formula. You have n equal to 10 plus m, alright? Keep this equation somewhere, alright? So let's come this way. Let's come this way. Now that we have gotten the value of m as 10 plus m, so we can substitute the value of n into equation 1. And what is equation 1? Equation 1 is m plus n equal to 110, alright? So in place of n, you put 10 plus m. So this becomes m plus, in place of n, you put 10 plus m, alright? Equal to what? 110. Alright? So m plus m will give you 2n plus 10 equal to 110. Alright? Okay? So what you simply do now is to find 2m, you collect like 10, 10 will go to the other side. It becomes 110 minus 10. Alright? So 2m equal to what? 100. So in order for you to get m, you divide both sides by 2, divide both sides by 2, 2 will cancel 2, n becomes 50. So you have gotten the value of m now as 50. Now don't forget you have made an assumption down that n equal to 10 plus n. So that means to get n will now be equal to what? 10 plus 50, which is equal to 60. Alright? Okay? Now that you have gotten m as 50, you have gotten n as what? 60, you need to substitute the value of m and n into any of the equation to get the value of r. Alright? So you can just come here, you can pick any of these equations. Alright? N plus r equal to 130. Alright? Let's draw this place so that I can use this place to finish up the solution. Alright? So what is the value of n? The value of n is 60. Alright? So this becomes 60 plus r equal to 130. Alright? So let's come here so that we finish it up here. Alright, 60 plus r equals to 130. By the time you collect like 10, it's going to be what? R equal to 130 minus 60. Alright? So r equal to 70 degrees. Okay? Now that you are asked to find the ratio of m ratio n ratio r. So m ratio r becomes, what is m? M is what? 50 ratio, what is n? N is what? Okay, n is what? 60. 60 ratio, what is r? We are just looking for r now. R is what? 70. So if you check the option, you will not see 60, you will not see 50, 60, 70, alright? So that means you can divide all through by 10 because there is a common factor. Divide this place by 10, divide this place by 10, divide this place by 10. This 10 will cancel this 0, this 0 will cancel this 0, this 0, are you following? This 0 will cancel this 0. So the ratio n ratio r becomes 5, 6, 7. So this becomes our answer. And our correct option is option G. Alright? Okay, so let's move on to the next question 44 of 2018 WAEC mathematics question. It says if x ratio y equal to 1 over 4 ratio 3 over 8 and y ratio z equal to 1 over 3 ratio 4 over 9, we have to find x ratio z. Alright? So this is x over y equal to 1 over 4 times, this is division, we invert, becomes 8 over 3. Alright? So 4 here 1, 4 here 2. So x over y equal to 2 over 3. Alright? We'll make x instead of the formula because x is one of the requirements here. So it becomes x equal to what? 2y over 3. We keep this. Similarly, we do for the other one, which says y over z equal to 1 over 3. We invert 4 over 9 to be 9 over 4. 3 here 1, 3 here 3. Okay, so y over z equal to 3 over 4. Alright, we make z instead of the formula because it's part of the requirements. So z equal to 4y over 3. Alright, so now we have to find x ratio z. X ratio z will now be equal to, what is x? 2y over 3. Alright, times what? It will inverse. Alright. It equals 3 over what? 4y. Okay? So this 3 can cancel this 3. Y can cancel y. 2 here 1. 2 can go to 4 twice. So x over z equal to 1 over 2. So finally, let's bring the answer here. X ratio z is now equal to 1 ratio 2. So the correct option is option D. Alright? Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. Question 45 of 2018 WAEC mathematics question. Alright, find the mean deviation of 20, 30, 25, 40, 35, 40, 45, 40, 20, and 45. These are the distribution. It says you find the mean deviation. Alright, the first thing you do is to look for the mean. Alright, the mean is the addition of all the numbers. So it's going to be 20 plus 30 plus 25 plus 40 plus 35 plus 50 plus 45, alright, plus 40 plus 20, alright, plus 45, all over the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, alright, this is 10. By the time you add up this with your calculator, you are going to be getting 350, alright, divided by 10. So this will give you 35. So 35 becomes the mean. Alright? So you have to find the mean deviation. So you are going to be using each of these getting numbers to subtract the mean, alright? But mind you, will not consider the negative because there will be a modulus trying to take away the negative. 20 minus, alright? 20 minus 35 will give us 15, alright? So 15 is there. We got minus 15, okay? Plus 30 minus 35 will give us minus 5, alright? Plus, alright? 25 minus this will give us minus 10, okay? Alright? 40 minus 35, alright? 40 minus 35 will give us what? 5, okay? Now, 35 minus 35 will give us 0, okay? Alright? 30 minus 35 will give us 15. This is what you do, you just follow up with patience, alright? 45 minus 35 will give us 10, alright? Plus 40 minus 35 will give us 5. Now 20 minus 35 will give us minus, right? Minus what? 10. Okay? 20 minus 35 will give us what? Minus 10. No? This will give us minus 15, okay? Alright, this will give us minus 15. So finally, 45 minus 35 will give us a 10. Alright? So all these signs you are seeing, we take off the negative. So over 10, because there are 10 numbers in the distribution. Alright? So what to do now is to do 15 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 0 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5 plus 15 plus 10. Mind you, I said you should not consider the negative because this sign is taking away the negative. You take it as positive value. So by the time you add up all this with your calculator, mean deviation becomes 90 over what? 10. Alright? So mean deviation becomes 90 divided by 10, you get 9. So the mean deviation of this distribution is 9, and our correct option is option B. Alright? Alright. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, students, we are going to be stopping at this question 45 of 2018 WAEC Mathematics Past Question Review. And the second edition, where we'll be solving the theory aspects. About 13 questions. I'll be solving the 13 questions for you in the next edition. So I'm going to solve the remaining 5 alongside the theory aspect. So I invite every one of you to go through all you have been taught today, go through, solve, memorize everything, and make sure it becomes part of you. Until then, watch out for 2018 WAEC Mathematics Past Question Theory section. Thank you and goodbye.